We're moving on to 10.4. This is problem number 1. The first thing I have to do is check to see if I have to do any distribution, and in this case I do. So I'm going to say 5 times x is 5x. Please, oh please, oh please do not forget this poor little sad second term. Always make sure you do that. And watch the sign. So here's positive 5 times positive 1 is positive 5. And if this had more terms in it, you would just keep going. And here I don't have to worry about anything, so here's 20 by itself. So I took care of distribution. Now I have to do addition and subtraction to clean things up a little bit. This one is the one that doesn't belong, so we're going to get rid of that. And what I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. And then my new version is 5x, because that zeroed out, equals 20 minus 5 would be 15. My last step involves multiplication and division. And the 5 is causing problems, so let's get rid of that. Divide by 5 on both sides. I made a 1, good for me. 5 goes into 15 3 times. Let's see if that's right. Is it true that 5 times some number plus 1 equals 20? So is it true that 5, so do what's in the parentheses. 5 times 3 plus 1 is 4 equals 20. And yes, indeed, it's true that 20 equals 20. So we got that one right. Let's take a look at number 7. Now, am I going to distribute anything? No, no distribution. Combining like terms. There are no like terms on this side. It's a number and a variable. And there's no like terms on this side. It's a number and a variable. So I can skip that. What I have to do, though, is use addition and subtraction to clean things up. So this is the variable side. This does not belong. So I'm going to add the opposite, and I'm going to add the opposite on this side. When you're doing it this way, it's really helpful to sort of keep things lined up so that you're not trying to add 3 to 4y, because frankly you won't be able to do that because it's against the law. Okay, so that zeroes out. We're going to bring down our 7y, and over here we have 4y minus 15 negative 15 plus 3 would be negative 12. Now this side is cleaned up for the moment. This side we have to deal with. This is the number side, so this variable doesn't belong, so I'm going to get rid of him by adding the opposite. And what I do to one side I have to do to the other. And I can deal with this. This is a legal move because they're both contain the y variable. So 7y minus 4y is 3y. 7 minus 4 is 3, and the y just comes along. This was a 0, and that left me with negative 12. Now I'm going to get rid of they're multiplying, so to undo it I have to divide. That turned into 1. That brings down the y. 3 goes into 12 4 times, but I'm using a positive and a negative, so my answer will be negative. And let's check it. Is it true that 7 times negative 4 minus 3 equals 4 times negative 4 minus 15? I'm not liking this at all. That would be negative 28 minus 3, and this would be negative 16 minus 15. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be happy after all. These are both negative, so I'm going to combine them, and their final answer will be negative. So 28 and 3, because remember that's really addition. Negative 28 plus negative 3 is negative 31. Negative 16 plus negative 15 is really negative 31. And hooray, hooray, that one worked out. Here's another problem. This is number 19. Here I have to do some distribution before I can go to work. So do that and you'll get 10y, and then 10 times 1, positive 1, will be plus 10, and then bring down the plus 4, equals, nothing to distribute here, I'm just going to copy that. So now I've done my distribution, now I have to combine like terms, Colt. These are the same. There are no like terms on that side. And remember, you can't combine like terms across the equal sign. That's a big wall for now. Okay, so this turns into 10y plus 14 equals 3y plus 7. I'm going to get rid of that 14 because it's on the wrong side. What I do to one side I have to do to the other, so I subtracted 14 from both sides. That leaves me with the 10y coming down, and here I have 3y comes down, and then negative 14 plus 7 is negative 7. This side is done for now. This side we still have to get rid of some stuff. This one doesn't belong, so we're going to add the opposite, both sides. And then I end up with 7y equals negative 7. I'm going to divide the 7 out. That turned into 1. Bring down the y. 7 goes into 7 one time, but it's a negative. So negative 1. So let's see, if we come back up here and we look at this and we say 10 times negative 1 plus 1 equals 0, plus 4 equals 3 times negative 1 plus 7. So is it true that 4 equals, yeah, it is true. I was worried again. Okay, so that one worked out. Last one.